Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and what I've got here is the Sony Xperia Z3 Compact. A big thank you must go out to Clove Technology for sending me this out to review. You can check them out at clove.co.uk. There's also a link in the video description. Now, this isn't going to be a full review. I normally like to use a smartphone or other product for between a week and 2 weeks before doing a full review, but time is pressing on this one. So this is a mini review. And I've had this for 48 hours and it's really very impressive indeed. The first thing that impressed me is the form factor, 4.6 inch screen. It's only 1280 by 720 resolution, but that is perfectly good enough for this size screen. Text looks clear, colour saturation is really good, and everything's very reachable as well. I can reach up to the top corners, I can use all the applications, type on the screen, scroll, all one-handed without any issues at all. Now, with regards to performance has been very good, especially when it comes to launching and using applications, and indeed the battery life. The battery life on this thing is fantastic. Now, as I say, I've only had it for 48 hours, but this is on a single charge, and I am really impressed. There is also a stamina mode on this as well, which extends that battery life even further. Now, for the most part, everything is good. All of my impressions of this particular phone are very good indeed, with the exception of a couple of things. Let me just turn the phone off. I'll just show you on the side, although the phone feels very solid, this is plastic. And the bit that I don't like are the plastic covers, because I get the impression that if you open and close these too often, they're not going to close properly for too long. It just doesn't feel that well engineered, but that's only my guess. For now, it's only been a couple of days, they've worked very well, but they just feel a little bit flimsy, and I've never liked all of the covers on the Sony Xperia Z range. My prior reviews do mention that. The other thing that I'm not too keen on is the fingerprint glass on the back. You can see it is covered in smudges and fingerprints. Now, when I've got a smartphone, I don't mind cleaning the front of the device, but if I've got to clean the back as well, it becomes a little bit of a chore. I think in the other colours of this particular smartphone, there's like a zesty orangey red colour, an aqua greeny colour, and of course the white, and indeed especially with the white version, it probably won't show fingerprints as much. Now, whilst we're around on the back, I also want to talk about this camera. 20.7 megapixels, 4K video, and it performs very well indeed. The only time it ever let me down was when the light wasn't at its best, but in well lit scenes, really good performance. And indeed you can see this in a video that I'll leave a link to in the description of this video. You can see me using this all day for one of my daily videos, so a really good performance from the camera. It's very well built. I mentioned it's primarily sort of plastic construction around the side. Obviously there is metal involved as well, but it feels very solid in the hand. The angular design from previous Sony Xperia Z smartphones has been softened very slightly by these rounded edges, and it's very comfortable to hold, very pocketable. It gets a little bit warm whilst capturing 4K video. You get a little bit of heat generated on the back, but for the most part I managed to record 4 and 5 minute sections without the camera turning off, so that's really good indeed. We've also got, of course, microSD memory card support, the latest version of Google Android on here, and I think this is a really good choice. And the price on this at the moment in the UK for a SIM-free unlocked version is just £349, and I think that is a really good value, extremely good value. When you put this up against something like an iPhone 6, which I think you can compare it to, then I think you're getting really good value for money from this. It's almost under half the price of an iPhone 6. So this is a really good option if you're looking for a Google Android based handset and you want to experience good build quality, great camera, good user interface, and overall a very well built smartphone. It's well worth checking out. This is the Sony Xperia Z3 Compact. Thank you very much for watching. Please do hit like on this video, please subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.